that in Kuala Lumpur, the city sends out a memo of where people need to be that weekend. Odd vibe. Anyways. Hello peeps and welcome to the vlog. My name is Drew and today we are going out and about in the world into Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia again. As I've said in a previous video, Kuala Lumpur, just when you think it has nothing else to offer you, it like whacks you in the face again with something else. We went out, we're gonna go see a silk dance, a lion dance, and a dragon dance today. We stumbled across a few other things as well. So Kuala Lumpur to me is like a city of everything and nothing all at the same time. You go to one place and there's literally nothing going on, barely any people. You walk right down the road and the crowds, like you can barely get through the crowds because there's so many people. So I'm pretty sure that in Kuala Lumpur, the city sends out a memo of where people need to be that weekend. That's what I've determined because everybody is always in one spot, even though there's things happening all over the city all the time. It's kind of cool and crazy. Thank you for joining me today. We are trying to hit 500 subscribers here, so if you would like, you should subscribe down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and let's get this party started. First up, we headed down to Lalaport, and if you didn't know by now, which you probably should if you've seen any of my other vlogs recently, 2024 is the year of the dragon. And so Lalaport, of course, had the center court of Chinese New Year stuff, things like that. But then they had this whole display of artwork of different dragons, which was actually really neat. Then you walk around, they have like Pirate Booty Candy Bar, which was fun because it has a little treasure chest and stuff. Then, just for Chinese New Year's in general, they have different events at Lalaport, which other places didn't have this, but I think they had like paper mache things. I don't know if you had to rent a lion head or they just lend you the lion head, but you can get these lion heads for taking pictures, which was so cute. You'll see a little girl doing that in the video. Then they have like fortune tellers right there, and I'm assuming they take donations or you pay for it. I didn't really look into the fortune telling because I don't do that. If you come at the right time to Lalaport, you can do a lot of fun things actually, so that was really neat to see. Right outside Lalaport, I didn't know it at the time, but I just looked it up on the internet, and apparently Lalaport is built on an old prison ground. So right outside, you see this like old wall, and it has the doors and everything. There's actually a few windows, but the lighting was so bad in there I couldn't get it because right next to this wall is a coffee shop. I think the last time the prison was operated was in 1996, so it's not that like long ago, but I'm getting old, so maybe that is long ago. Anyways, that was just a unique feature of the whole thing. And then apparently, I didn't know it, but of course it is. There's an iconic staircase, which was really cool because it had different things going up and down it. our next thing that I saw was book excess. And the first thing I saw was just this door hanging, and it has like an explanation of why it's there. And I didn't know what I was getting into, but you walk in and it's like one art exhibit after the other. It was so unique and fun, and because I don't know anything about art, but because they're just different displays, the art actually did make me think about, like, why would that little bear be in a prison, or like, why is the electronic board that way, you know? It does teach you that art makes you think. It was a fun way to view art. That would be cool if people incorporated art like this bookstore in everyday like malls and stuff like that. It just makes you think. You know, my favorite thing is watching people take pictures of themselves. I just think it was so funny because the God of Wealth man, who's dressed so nicely and whatever, he's sitting there like delicately posing for the pictures and smiling. And the little girl's like, okay, I'm done now. And the mom's like, no, you need to get back up there and get one more. It was just, that's in my head what was happening. It was just funny because he has to be so patient to do all this. never know what you're gonna get with these Chinese New Year show. And these girls performing the silk dance and the fan dances, I have actually never seen anything like it, so it was unique for me to get to see. They were very cute, and it was just special because that is their art and what they do. There was this really creepy guy, I don't know, he's probably young 20s, standing outside, and I don't know, it was just a weird vibe. He was like filming. Both Yin and I got weird vibes from this man. And then because we were curious, we watched him after the show and we're like, we guarantee you he's gonna go up there and take a picture with these girls. And of course he did. I don't know, sometimes you just get those feelings. Odd vibes. Anyways. We're closed, but don't worry. Oh, crazy. Who wants MMA while they're like dining? When I looked up the Lalaport stuff earlier, I found out this is a Japanese mall, and it makes so much sense because they have Tokyo Street and Japanese architecture and stuff all throughout the mall. Over to, well, we weren't supposed to go here, but we did. Bridgea Times Square. So busy. But guys, they have a theme park with a roller coaster in the mall, and it spans like 5 or 6 floors. So we go up in the elevator and you see like all the different floors and all the different levels. It was so cool. Also, Yin says that I'm becoming like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory because I absolutely love filming every single train that comes across my little screen. And coming up, we are actually gonna go in a sleeper train ourselves, like a real one. Subscribe for that down below. To end the day, we traversed all the way across this huge road back to Lalaport again. And once again, I am not for sure who decides that an outdoor performance in monsoon season is the way to go. But here we are. It was raining. We found the perfect spot to film out of the rain where we could actually film away from the crowds. And let me just tell you, if you look at this little boy that is drumming on stage, he is a trooper. It was quite impressive. So what had happened was the rain was really bad, and they decided out of the blue to move the performance behind the stage, and we could no longer see from our amazing spot that we had like scouted out, you know? Very disappointing, and the crowd was just too big to even find a spot to film anymore. However, I would like you to know, this little boy on stage, the drummers rely heavily on actually watching the show. And so all the drummers and the cymbal players were in the front of the stage, and the show was now behind the stage. And this little boy, probably for 20 or 25 minutes, sat and drummed with all his might. It was quite crazy. And he just kept going and going, and you could tell, like, he was like, is it time to stop yet? And they would be like, no, they're still doing stuff out back and whatever. He was a trooper. He was great. Although I will say that he is still young, so maybe he didn't even notice. You know, when you're young, you have no idea how much energy you're putting forth because you have the energy to put forth. So it was probably just another day's work for him. But for me, I was like, if I was up there, I'd be like 10 minutes down. Okay, let's wrap this show up. I can't see what's happening anyways. We're done. That's me. After the dragon, they were supposed to do a lion dance, but that did not happen. We decided it was time to go back home. If you know, in the dragon dance, how dark it is there, and as we take the LRT home, it is raining still, but it's so much brighter once the rain stops. And also, the river in the center of town was booking it. Like, there was so much crap flowing down that river, and after these rains, it was insanely fast. And also, they do the smoky thing. I think that's like a man-made smoke situation. It just looked really nice and cool. Thank you for coming along on our adventure of Malaysia. If you made it this far, comment below on a scale from 1 to 10 how much you also love trains, and give this video a like. Let's go out and make the world 1% better today, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.